All right, let's get talking about package installations and how did it go?
I guess whoever comes up to doing that. Or is it you that's doing this? Or? Yes.
Oh, I don't know who's going to talk. It's going to be people out there.
Well, then we need to shuck that around.
So how many people had packages this last time around? How many people ordered packages and had them installed? Again?
Nobody can hear you.
Yeah, I know. Hey, Mark. You didn't order any packages, did you?
What's that?
You didn't order any packages?
I did not order any packages. I got a nuke from Christy, and so I installed them a week and a half ago.
Okay.
Like that.
So April, everybody who ordered packages probably received their packages, and hopefully you've installed them by now. I'm curious to know how many people here ordered packages, how many people got their packages?
What's that?
Packages! How many people ordered packages? You got packages?
Well, I ordered my own. I already installed
You've already installed it. Perfect. That's what we're going to talk about for the next few minutes. Want to share experiences about installing packages and how it went. Good stories, bad stories, something we could learn about. Anything like that. So you got a package. How did it go?
it. I did. It went okay.
By the way, this is a microphone, so
What's that?
that's a microphone, so hold that for a bit.
You have to just hold there. Can you hear me?
That'll work.
Uh,
It's for the guys
So-
online.
yes. So this is the first time for me. So it was my first package bees, first hive, and I had watched a ton of videos, and so I felt pretty confident what I was going to do. The only hiccups were, well, the only real hiccup was that the queen cage did not come with a sugar plug, and I did not have any miniature marshmallows like I saw when it was demonstrated at the apiary a week before. So I had to stop, put the queen in. I hung the queen and then just ran to the grocery store and got some marshmallows, came back, put some marshmallows in and then set the queen. That all went well. I made a couple of mistakes. One, I poured in a bunch of sugar water into my feeder, and then I had about a half of the can that came with, the can. It was about half of that full. And I'm like, well, you know what? I should just open that up in the can opener and pour that in. But I didn't put the top back on the feeder. So by the time I came back, I had at least a dozen bees drowning in syrup. So that wasn't all that good. Then the other thing I did was after I poured it all in, cleaned up, I left the can, the empty but still syrupy can, right in front of the hive. And I just thought, well, they'll just eat that as they're all flying around. And about 100 of them, the next morning I went out to check, and about 100 of them, a little ball of them, it just tried to stay in there all night, and they froze. So I lost 100 bees probably on that one, which I was like, okay, don't do that again. Other than that, I just, t-shirt and jeans. I didn't get stung. They didn't seem to be bothered by me messing with them. And I was looking around. I was really anxious to see if I could spot a drone, because I wanted to pick one up and just to see how that felt. And I did. I spotted one. I'm like, I'm pretty darn sure that's a drone. And yeah, I picked him up, and he was harmless. So that was kind of fun. I spotted a drone. But otherwise, it's been closed up because I installed them on Monday, and it was warm, so it was nice, but then it got cold, so I haven't opened them up except to add some more syrup to the top. So Friday is probably the day I'll open them up, double check that she's out of the box, and I also just had shipped in 10 pounds of pollen patties, so I'm going to add a pollen patty to the top of the frames and just keep the syrup full.
Sounds like it's a
That was my
successful
experience.
installation. Yeah. All right, who else has a package installation story? Brett, you have more than a package installation story, actually.
So we got our first 2 packages. We're now bee havers, hoping to be beekeepers. But we went down to Rocky Mountain Bee Supply and just waited to see if they had packages that people didn't pick up. We were fortunate enough to get 2. So we brought them home, and we were going to use Mark's method rather than shake the bees of set the package in the hive, take 5 frames out, set the package in the hive. Unfortunately, I wasn't smart enough not to shake a little bit of bees out into the hive first. So we had a bunch of bees on the bottom of the bottom box. So I tried to brace the package on the 2 little pieces of wood that come with it, to at least keep it up off the bottom of the bottom brood box. And it fell over during the wind, so it squashed some bees underneath it. We did put pollen patties in. We put both of the packages in. The second package went much smoother because we didn't attempt to try and shake bees out. All of the bees came out within 24 hours. We went back out the next day and tried to pull the packages out, make sure that all the 2 queens were attached correctly and all that kind of good stuff. And then because of weather, we went out and released the queens on Monday rather than Tuesday. I was hoping for Tuesday, but weather was supposed to come in. We're out in Kiowa, so it's always windy. So we got the queens out. They did just fine. Like we did the whole little brush the bees off the queen package or the queen box. And if they go back after her really aggressively, they haven't accepted her yet. If they just fly back over and just kind of hang out, they've accepted her. So we did that on both queens. Good to go. Pollen patties. And then we did feeders. We had the plastic white ones, but we swapped to the blue kind. I can't remember what those are called. By Purco, I think it is, or something like that. So yeah, we swapped over the feeders because we found that it's easier to not have to move the white feeder back and forth and squash bees over the little inner cover to just be able to set that thin frame on with the new feeder. So we're hoping to get into the hives on Friday. The only thing I've been able to do so far is take 2 frames out and move the frames from side to side and see that they're drawing comb, but we haven't been able to find the queens or anything because it's just been too windy and stuff out there. So yeah, that was us.
Awesome.
Cool. Anybody else have a package installation story?
One more thing I'll just add, I can talk loud. The other thing I did, total rookie mistake, when I showed up, I bought the bees from Warble Feed, and they had like, you just kind of drove in a line, and then as you came up, they would bring out your package of bees. And so I had a pickup, and but I didn't really I wasn't prepared for this box of bees. So I saw the lady in front of me. She has a truck, and she had like a plastic bin, and so she took the lid off that, put the bees in the bin, secured them, and then put the lid on that, and off she drove. But I don't have any of that. And I don't want to slide around the back of my truck. So the guy comes over, and he's like, "Where do you want these?" And I go, "Just put them on the floorboard." And he goes, "Well, there's a lot of stragglers on here, and the whole screen is covered with bees. They're just stragglers." It's like, I go, "Well, just put them on the floorboard." I had no idea what they could do, but I didn't want to damage them. So he's like, "Okay." And he put it inside. I drove. I live in Centennial, so I had about a 30-minute drive. I drove with all bees, and I was like, okay. The only thing I was like, I told myself was, don't swerve if a bee starts. I just pretended I had bees on my windows. Most of them stayed with the box, but so by the time I got home, I probably had 30 or 40 bees on the windows. So I just took what I had left, including a lot of the stragglers, and opened up the windows. And by the time I came back a couple hours later, all the bees were gone. I doubt they found the hive. I don't know, right? I don't know what they did, but nevertheless, I They didn't bother me. No. There you go. Next time I'll bring a bin just so I don't have to lose bees in my.
It sounds like a crud cutter confession happened right now.
It does. I think
I beg your pardon?
Crud cutter confession.
you'll learn about that in a few minutes. So it sounds like we had some pretty good package installations. So that's all good. Now, again, you're bee havers, but beekeepers soon to be. So we're all coming to the meeting and having the conversation and learning about what's what is one thing. Actually being there and doing it is another. And so now you're being there and doing that. So congratulations. Oh, silly question. What do you notice about that picture?
No gloves?
Well, that's one, yeah. The other is, the gloves are actually there on the ground next to it. Everything is perfectly clean.
Yeah.
There's not a single smudge anywhere. There's no beeswax anywhere. There's no propolis anywhere. Those are all brand spanking new, never been used suits. And that's the very, very first package. And of course, that suit on the left there is probably closer to green now. Anyway, that's that. Okay, now we're going to get into Crud Cutter Confessions. So what is Crud Cutter Confessions? This is where you share a story with the rest of us about something that went horribly wrong that we could all learn from. So that would be
Yeah, bring some sort of a box like that.
that would be an example of a Crud Cutter Confession. Crud Cutter, this is the commercial, right? You've all heard of Crud Cutter. So Crud Cutter is very good at getting rid of propolis and cleaning off things. So we kind of made it an inside joke. We talk about it, and whoever has the best story wins a bottle of Crud Cutter. So anybody else have something they want to share with the group about something that didn't go exactly as planned? Here's the mic.
Thank you.
Don't make up a story just to win.
Just to win, right? Yeah. I just bought a gallon 2 days ago. I was out in my yards and I put a bunch of splits out in there. I came back about a week later and I'm looking out there and it's like all of a sudden I have a bunch of splits and then I have a bunch of empty boxes that I'm cleaning. Going to go back out there and work with. And I'm driving up to the apiary, and all of a sudden I see all these boxes on the ground, and I'm thinking, oh, black bear. I'm imagining Brian, and I told him this story a little while ago. Black bears got in. It's like, oh, man, they really tore it up because the boxes are everywhere. Come to find out, fence got knocked down, and the black Angus came in and knocked over all my stuff. So the only ones that I didn't strap are the ones that got knocked down, of course, right? And so we put up some cattle fences and put it up real quick and got them back together, and only a couple boxes destroyed. And that's really about it. Nothing major.
We have a third story. Anybody else want to share? Okay. I don't know. This isn't really a Crud Cutter confession, but it's definitely a story. So over the weekend, we went in and inspected the hives, and it was the first real inspection since the winter, getting in, trying to find the queen and all that. And anyway, the bees were getting a little rough, and I hadn't started my smoker. And so I didn't have it sitting there ready to go. And I'm like, well, we won't take too much more time. We'll just keep going, and then I won't have to worry about the smoker. And then, of course, you could hear the pitch starting to get a little bit more, they're getting angry. Okay, well, let's close this up and step away for a little bit. And of course, they're in your face. They're going after you. And my wife and I are there, and she's like, I think it's time to leave. So we put everything back together again, and then we just walk away. And normally you walk away, it's no big deal, right? And so for 20 minutes, we're walking around the house, and they're following us for 20 minutes. And, we like, okay, let's go into the shed. It's cold, it's dark in there. We'll go into the shed. Okay, we're in the shed. Bees are gone. Fantastic. Okay, let's go back inside the house. Walk outside the shed. It's like, oh my goodness, these are almost like Africanized. They're just not giving up. So we walk around in the front of the house. We sit down on the porch, and we're just sitting there chatting, 20, 30 minutes. They are not giving up. So finally, I'm like, okay, I'm going to walk that way. You walk that way. They followed me. She gets into the house. She's happy now. I go back to the shed, and I stay there for another 10 minutes. And then I'm like, okay, they're gone. Everything's calm. I'm going inside. It took forever, probably an hour, for that to get rid of. Anyway, I learned, have your smoker.
And wash your jackets.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, because you have the pheromones on your jacket and all the time
That is a very, very good point.
you got your gloves.
All right.
Some of us who will not be named have electric rice washers.
Yes.
I can't remember who it is.
He needs a little like a feedback too, like a little handbag. That'll work.
All right, so we're gonna vote. We're gonna vote by applause, and I'm the sole arbiter of the winner. Wait a minute, I can't. No, I'm not competing. So in the bees in the cab. Black Angus. Well, I think you get the crud cutter.
Thank you, guys.
So we have a couple of announcements. The first one is we do have a donation jar over here on the library table. The purpose of this donation jar is to help pay for the utensils and other incidentals associated with the buffet, with the potluck. Thank you. And that definitely helps defray our costs. So if you wouldn't be too put out by making a small donation, we would be quite appreciative of it. And Brett, you had an announcement regarding the Honey Festival.
Yeah, so SCBC joins the Honey Festival or supports the Parker Honey Festival every year with the table. So I'm the volunteer coordinator for this year. It's going to be on August the 3rd. I'll send out a sign up genius so that you can sign up for times. I think if I remember correctly, it's from like 10 to 2 or 10 to 3. So it's a relatively short day. It's not a real long day. 8 to 1. Thank you so much, Ann. 8 to 1. I don't know where we're going to be positioned yet, but I'll start attending the Parker meetings to figure all that out. So anyway, if you would come join us, volunteer, share some information with folks. Just be there to watch the kids find the queen and hand out honey straws or whatnot. 30 minutes to an hour of your time would be greatly appreciated. You can look for that. Sign up to come out soon, and then we'll touch base on this like every month as we get closer to it. So if you have any questions, let me know. I have tons of questions, so I may not have answers, but I'll find them for you if need be. So thank you. August the 3rd. It's a Sunday.
All righty then. So the Golden Bee Award. Golden Bee is an award. Let's see, pull it out of its wonderful case here. This is an award that goes to a member of our club who has provided a good service, provided some value to our membership. It's a beautiful golden bee. And so and it's heavy too. And the recipient gets this for 1 month, and they get to put it on their mantle, on their desk, wherever they want, even on their hive, I suppose. And then next month they'll bring it back, and we get to give it out to another one of our members. And so this month, our recipient by the board's unanimous consent goes to Pete Morris. For a truly,
This just means I have to come back next month. Thank you very much.
thank you, Pete. All righty, and next up is our raffle.
So let me tell you quickly what we have. We have a necklace. We have earrings. We have a ring that's probably size 8 or 9. A bookmark. This is lavender honey bar soap made by Diane Colbeck. She left. Oh, well, anyway, thank you, Diane, for donating that. There's a cute Believe in Yourself sign. 2 bags of smoker fuel. Huh?
No, I didn't know what that was.
Oh, okay. Some people use this as fuel in their smokers. This bag is, I don't know what's in this bag, but this bag is sheep's wool that was donated to us by somebody in the club who has sheep. Obviously. And who brought this in? This is new tonight. Chris, thank you. Do they stay together or go separately?
Either way.
Okay.
It was donated by the place called The Hive, which is right next door to Dakota or. Yeah.
So, donated by the Hive Community Center. And they gave us a pen and some little stickers as well. So I'm going to say they go separately. So we have a better chance. Because they're really cool mugs. All right.
Awesome. So let's see. Get your tickets out. Hopefully everybody who has a ticket is still here. I know everybody who's here still has a ticket. Okay. First number is 2210. Right for the soap. Okay, next one is 2233. Yeah, hey.
Isn't she the lavender lady having a festival on the 3rd of this, or sometime this month?
I don't know.
When is it? Is it at the Lavender Farm? Hollywood Station, right?
Oops, I got 2. Okay, next one. We've got 2202.
I think it's great.
All right. And the next one is 2231. Okay, another one. 2216. 2216. Going once. Oh, there we go. Sure. Yep. All right, and we're coming down to the wire. We got 5 left. Two 2204. Okay, yeah. Okay, shake it up. 2224. So we have 3 left. One is a bee ring, the Believe in Yourself bee, cornucopia looking thing, and the smoker fuel. So next one is going to be 2230. Okay, go for the next one. That'll be 2226. Everybody's going home. All right, try one more time. 218. Yeah. Okay, and 2211. Try again. 2205. There we go. All right, one more item. Two, 2221. Nobody's. Try it again. 2203. There we go. All right. I think that about covers it then for this evening. Thanks everybody for coming. Hope you enjoyed it. See you again next month. Oh.
Anybody that's making their own boxes. I use nails.
Sure.
So, Jonas, he's been a member here before. He said that